All right, guys, now we're going to talk about landing pages, briefly here, and landing pages that collect emails. Now, what is a landing page? When, people are beginners, they kind of mix up what a website is and what a landing page is. So, a landing page is very different from a website. A website they're very similar, but it's very, very different. So, a web page is basically this right here, where you'll see, it basically generates traffic around my website. So, you'll see here it's got options, home, BG University, course bundles, consulting. All these are examples of, a website. This generates traffic to my BG University, so people hit this and they say, okay, ready to work from anywhere, I want to get started, and that takes them to BG University. They can also check out my course bundles and my consulting. They can click on, following me on Instagram or anything like that on this website. Now, an example of some specific landing pages, and obviously here you can see I'm in the overview of my website, so ignore the top right here, but this is an example of, obviously it's going to scroll with me, but just pretend that this black is not there. So an example of a landing page would be this right here. Now, this is an example of a landing page I use to sell my all course bundle, which is basically you get all the courses that I sell for $80. I believe it's $79.95. And basically what this does is I send traffic here and people basically have the opportunity to click this, and then it adds the course bundle to their cart. So that's an example of a landing page to capture sales. Now, an example of a landing page to capture emails is this one, and obviously, like I said, ignore the black on top. This is my free dropshipping course landing page, and what people do is they come to here, and you'll notice that it's an email submit landing page, which is exactly what we're focused on right here. Now, this is the exact example I'm going to tie back to, and why, we're going to talk about the psychology of getting people to opt into a landing page here in a second. But you'll notice here, it's literally very, very simple. It's free dropshipping course. Get your free dropshipping course. Then people read a little bit about the free dropshipping course that they're going to get. Obviously, if they come to this landing page, whether I'm generating free traffic through YouTube or anything like we're going to be talking about in the later lectures in this course, or I'm doing paid advertising, which is also something where I'm going to touch on later on in this course, they'll come to this page, and then all they have to do is submit their email in exchange for the free course. And then the free course gets emailed to their email right away through my autoresponder that's set up through here. And obviously, then, they get the email sequence within a certain time period. So maybe a day later, they get the first email in my email sequence. Then the next day, they get another email, and the next day, and so on and so forth. And that's how it basically works. This is an example of an email submitting landing page. Here's two other examples of them. So this is a random one I just pulled up. It says free ebook. And basically what people do is they come to this landing page, and you'll see here the option to get my free ebook. Now, they put their first name in, and they put their email and their business website. And then obviously whoever's running this and giving the free ebook away is collecting their first name, their email, and their business website. It would lead me to believe that this is probably set up to an autoresponder as well, and also an email sequence too. For you specifically, when we talk about the psychology of actually tying in the ad to the landing page and the email software later on, and I give you examples, I'm just going to go out on a limb and say don't collect their name and don't collect anything other than their email. All you're looking for is their email. The reason behind that is you're going to convert more people on just the email. You want as few barriers to entry as possible. That's why this is better than this in a lot of ways, because all the person has to do to get the free course is submit their email. They don't have to put any other information in. You'll see sometimes people ask for like a phone number or a first name or a business website, and that can work obviously, but you want as few barriers to entry as possible, meaning if they can just submit their email, why ask for their name in the website? At the end of the day, you don't need to personalize any of the emails with a first name. You can if you want to go that route. I recommend against it. This is another example of a landing page that people hit to collect a free ebook. Now, another example of a landing page people hit is right here, and this is one of the ones I'm going to recommend to you in a second. So this basically says get higher conversions from your landing page, and it's unbounces. And then you click here to start, and basically what that does is this isn't an email submit, but it's an example of a landing page where traffic is driven here, and when people go through this, they have the opportunity to sign up for Unbounce, which is an actual landing page software that I recommend. Now I'm going to give you three of my favorites: leadpages.net, instapage.com, and unbounce.com. These are all great softwares. There's a bunch of lead pages and landing page software out there, but I recommend going with Wix, and that's something that we're going to talk about here in a second in the future lecture. This next lecture, we're going to talk about autoresponders, and I'm going to talk about why Wix is the way that I would recommend that you go. Now, my entire website is set up through Wix, and there's a reason for that. So without further ado, let's jump into the next lecture, and I'll talk about not just setting up your landing page on Wix, but why I recommend that you set up your autoresponder and your email marketing with Wix as well.